Okay, so something I've been wanting to do for a little bit as a part of a YouTube mini-series, maybe 100 episodes goes on, just 15 minutes, I don't know. But I want to start recounting all my experiences with Dungeons & Dragons from the beginning and other role-playing games I've tried to play. I'm going to call it Dungeons & Dragons Memoirs and Confessions Stories. That way it spells out Max, kind of, sort of. Keep on looking over. Okay. So, yeah. So one thing I want to just try and recall from my mind memories of the times I played role-playing games that were paper-based and took place in the imagination. Of course, I didn't want to look like this while beginning the series, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I also don't have any note cards, so I'm just trying to continue speaking while I recall. Pretty lame web series, but okay, here we go. So let's see here. I'll start by talking about. I was going to say the first time I heard about Dungeons and Dragons was when I was in high school, and that would be in 2007, where I guess I'll start calling everyone in code names so I protect their identities. I was hanging out with, let's call him Gilgamesh, and me and Gilgamesh were hanging out upstairs. We played a lot of Star Wars Battlefront 2, Oblivion, and Dynasty Warriors back then. I was like in 2007. I'm already wrong. I actually had earlier experiences with Dungeons and Dragons back in middle school just from hearing about it from store owners that sold Magic the Gathering cards and video games and Mage Knights. And I used to collect Mage Knights in middle school and play with Mage Knights in middle school. I should have shaved. I don't really look attractive with an unshaven face. So, I'll figure out a way to look better in all future episodes. This is what Dungeons & Dragons is like. You know, everyone's just sort of not paying attention to each other's appearance because we're supposed to be imagining what we look like, guys. So, you know, I had what would you say? It's like a 2x2 foot box, cardboard box, that I filled with over $100, definitely over $100 worth of Mage Knights. And I think we actually got, we started playing Magic the Gathering to stop playing Mage Knights because we used to just set up our Mage Knight armies, and we'd never actually play. And Mage Knights wasn't fun to play, but it was fun to calculate the army values and to set them up like they were going to fight. And that was still something entertaining that we did, and we thought the Mage Knights was cool. If you don't know what Mage Knights are, they're miniatures. I think sometimes people call them clicks because you spin the bottom when they take damage and they become in a weakened state. Yeah, but Mage Knights wasn't really that fun to play. So, anyways, I collected a bunch of Mage Knights, like 2 dragons, an entire box. I think, did I get boosters? Or I got boosters, I had to have, because otherwise I wouldn't have had so many. But that was one part into how I got invited into a Dungeons & Dragons group, just because I found out I already had more Mage Knights, and Mage Knights or miniatures did make the game more fun, so talk about that in a second. So, you know, I heard descriptions about it in middle school, and then my friends started playing it in high school, back in 2007, I think I was a sophomore, and freshman year, we had just done a Star Wars club where we would all dress up as either Sith or Jedi and lightsaber fight at different people's houses and just watch Star Wars movies and play Star Wars themed things regularly. But that wouldn't really last. Star Wars Club only got as far as it did. We call it SWC, and people would just automatically get started talking about Star Wars, and it was like, yeah, okay, well, we can't really get this past. And too many of the guys were uncomfortable being considered a nerd in high school because they thought they had some sort of social reputation that they needed to protect. So we played Star Wars Club, and that wasn't really a paper role-playing game. It was more of a cosplay, and I wanted to make a Star Wars comic book about 2 fictional Sith Lords, but that didn't really pan out. So there was that in freshman year. You know, fast forward, my friends started playing Dungeons & Dragons, and they're all trying to DM and figure out who can maintain the best DM station. What exactly does it mean to play Dungeons & Dragons? And they're just all telling me about it. I think it got started during someone's birthday. It was like their birthday wish to play Dungeons & Dragons, and that's how it got started. It's a very sensitive thing, Dungeons & Dragons, because it's kind of sacrilegious. It has demons in it. It actually has demons in it with real demon names. So it's sacrilegious. It actually is anti-Christian, and it has Roman demons from ancient Rome. Their names are dropped during the game if you just read it out loud. Sometimes, yeah. And also, just sort of kind of seems like these ancient, century-old demons kind of observe events that happen in the Dragons. We won't be going into that. So, it's 2007, and I'm a sophomore in high school, and I heard about these dice rolling mechanics where you get attacked by a bunch of giant spiders that came out of the trees, and you don't know what to do, so you grab a bag of marbles, and you just roll a die, and it lands on 20, so then you just throw the marbles up in the air, and they kill all the spiders around, all the giant spiders, random stuff like that happens, or like one player is talking too much, so the Dungeon Master hits that character with a lightning bolt, and that's supposed to be an entertaining, hilarious story, was when DM killed one of the players with a lightning bolt, and what else was the story? Oh, and then you also say funny lines while playing, like there was a bugbear, and it was at nighttime, and you just barely make out it was a bugbear from the moonlight, and you approach the bugbear from behind, tap it on the shoulder, and say, "Nice night for a walk." And, we would laugh. The screen was freezing out. So I heard that many stories, and basically, we're sitting upstairs in we call our big screen room. So I guess it's just a playroom had projection TV, and then a smaller, but still large size TV that had an Xbox back before Xbox 360 was done. So actually, right before I played it in 11, I did have an Xbox 360, and I actually had a queen size bed, and I would have my TV remotes behind my bedside along with my Xbox 360 controller, and on the weekends I'd wake up and I'd be in a laying down posture, and I would turn the TV on and then turn the Xbox on for my Xbox 360 controller, and I'd just start playing Oblivion, and I thought it was a happy time. It was a happy time. So, yeah, and they're just raving about Dungeons & Dragons to me. They're just raving, and they're saying that Dungeons & Dragons is better than Oblivion. And I don't know if you've never played an Elder Scrolls game. I was really into Oblivion while it was happening, even though